got me in the game now. Read-on with the gang now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a ring now. Legendary on the field, kinda drip is a skill, this the highest cruiser bill, ain't nothing just to heal. Slip on, spin move, in zone, scope for sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Slip on, spin move, in zone, scope for sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go.
Tonight, from U.S. Bank Stadium.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Miles Sanders, the ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd and 3.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
For the Minnesota Vikings.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And now it's 2nd down.
Derwin James.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 3, Eagles nothing.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And yet again, he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time
pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
He was brought down at the
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. A first carry here for J.J. Taylor. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Ball carrier
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at them with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on third down.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Dalvin Cook, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
It certainly is because we all know everyone is aiming for that #1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get a bye, 1 from each conference, that question becomes who's hot? Who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs?
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 59 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
First and 10 at the 40.
Back to throw now on first down. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
A gain of 9.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
And this is complete. It's Allen. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. They still can't get it. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and
trying the power game with Ham. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. C.J. Ham, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. And, boy, that was a heavy set. I think they had 3 tight ends out there. The fullback, you knew what they were going to do.
Yeah, they weren't trying to fool anybody at all, were they? There was none of this show you heavy set, bootleg it out. Nah. Big guys up front, hand it to the big guy in the backfield.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. Makes the lead 10-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here.
It's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Good go.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the 2nd quarter. On the draw, here's Sanders. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Brings up 3rd, and
they'll look to throw here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Quickly the field here. And the ball comes loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
And it's 3rd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
2 yards. 3.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup.
2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and
quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Not much there, only a yard.
Brings up
2nd and 9 now.
At the Eagles.
And it's complete to the right side. It's Allen.
That's good.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. Von Miller in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Well, a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll set up a throw, letting one go deep for the end zone. Fourth down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
Eagles 7.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Caught by the tight end Ertz. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
To throw here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The pass incomplete. Intended for his wideout. It leads to 2nd and 10.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, where it was the Patriots who were able to come away with the victory. N'Keal Harry, a strong performance there. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting New Orleans Saints. 21-10, the final score. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
For first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative.
And it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
On first down, it's Sanders. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
And the Vikings are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
To throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Vikings capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback. And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play. And the lead will grow by 1 more. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's polished off by a Viking score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25.
Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better. I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence. See what happens. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just 1 big play away from getting right back in this game. I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're 1 big score away from being right back there. Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Dancing to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 15.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Dalvin Cook, the ball carrier.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
At the 50-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. And his throw is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
13 yards.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Dalvin
12 more yards there and another first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They run again on first down. Cook. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
The pickup. 2nd and 6. At the
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. second effort there. He was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Now the point after try for Santos. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one brought in by Jefferson.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
10 yards on the pickup.
Here's Sanders.
At the 45.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Now back to throw. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run with Sanders. This will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
The quarterback sack.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The quarterback taken down and sacked. A fumble on the play.
Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC.
And the division title, that's out of reach. We know that. This is as good a spot, Charles, as they're going to get. That first wild card and the number 5 overall seed.
Partner's not out of the question, especially with the 7 seeds that they have now in the playoffs. If you do win and the other wild card teams win in the first round, you could find yourself in a home game in the divisional round. Now, we know that's not likely, but it's not out of the question. Bottom line, you have to win to put yourself in that position.
But plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, the second down throw on target. And they work this out past the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense. Don't do us like that.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete.
The pass.
Give him 14 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
14, and brings up 2nd down at the 32-yard line.
Now a throw here, hauled in.
The pass.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
They run, Cook, and he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
A couple of 1st downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Now a man open down the middle of the field.
The pass.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. They'll set up to throw. His throw incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
Incomplete.
The throw on the
quick slant going to be complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Again, he'll drop the throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well, so now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll go again with Sanders. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and still feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brad, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now. And here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taking it about the 36. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to get this one down to Cook. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Vikings' 29-yard line.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Gain of 7 brings up 2nd and goal.
Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have retaken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Santos now to add the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. 5 plays there on that drive. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And 6 at the 29-yard line.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28.
Complete.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game.
Brings up
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. The crusher there as it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They run it again with Cook. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time.